first 6 months of her life, well not really the first 6 months, that's just, she's 7 months now, so maybe the first 5 months of her life were basically hell. You know, waking up every hour in the night, scratching herself, cutting herself and breaking her skin. She was just unhappy, and I was unhappy, and yeah, it was just horrible to watch. You want to see your baby thriving with beautiful baby soft skin like you see on the adverts, and that just wasn't what was happening with Sienna. The GPs basically just told me to put creams, emollients like Diprobase and Aqueous, creams all over her body quite a few times a day, in her bath, and when she got red areas on her skin, they said just cover her in steroid creams. I had lots of advice from members of my family and friends, people that have had eczema themselves in their families as well, and they basically just wanted Sienna to be well, and so they, you know, a lot of people are just scared to think outside the box, as it goes, you know, like they just want you to do what you're told to do by the doctors, I suppose. Yeah, that's. Sienna is very sensitive to heat, and Harley pointed out, and he noticed straight away that she develops hot spots in her skin folds, so in these areas behind the backs of the knees, mainly her neck. Her neck was the worst area for it. She's obviously, babies don't have a fully developed neck like an adult, so it's all bunched together, and she's, you know, it was all just getting sweaty and sticky and hot, and which was making it itchy and red and sore. It took us quite a while to work out that the heat was probably the main cause of her flare-ups. So we ended up being really careful when we put her to bed at night, and not putting too many blankets on, not putting her in the sleeping bag, grow bags that lots of other mothers put their babies in to sleep at night, not bundling her up with lots of jumpers and jackets and vests and stuff when we go out, because we just knew that it was just going to cause her to flare up. So we found ourselves cooling her skin on a daily basis and trying to cool these hot spots with cold, well, we did a cold can, you know, freezing cold can of Coke or something, or cold flannel, and yeah, that seemed to work, seemed to help quite a bit. It's really hard because people say, you know, as your child's still got eczema, and they talk about it as though it's never going to go. I have a completely different way of thinking now, and yeah, I just know that eczema it's just something that we kind of make in our children. Like we can actually get rid of the eczema and cure the eczema, but people just tend to maintain it and keep it in their baby's skins or their own skin. Were to come up to me and ask me how I got Sienna out of eczema, I would straight away recommend that she speaks to Harley. I would, you know, I can't recommend him enough. He's just amazing with the way he's there as a continual support, like all day, every day. I could email him and I'd instantly get a reply, whether he's busy. He's just brilliant, and I would, yeah, he's a great support, and I would always recommend him to anybody that asks me. Oh, it's just amazing. It's just such a nice feeling that you could actually help another family or another person with this problem, this skin condition, like another mother that's going through what I went through with Sienna. If I could just tell her about Harley and get Harley on her, you know, on her case, and get him to help her the way that he's helped us, it's just an amazing feeling.